Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Jason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And that one, good. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Now, Alvarado. Paul George missing from long range. San Francisco passing it around. Here's Chamberlain, hits the jump hook. Chamberlain got his second basket.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Holmgren wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. Williams against George. Williams can't hit.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Stolen by Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Alvarado. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 3 from the field. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now, here's Chamberlain. Defended by Holmgren. George from deep three-point land. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Now, here's Dort. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Barnes. No good with the layup. Thunder trailing by 3. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hockey. You have to give it up to this man.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
First free throw is good. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside, George kicks it out to Ellis. And a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma City trailing. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Here's Alvarado. No scoring in this one. Ellis outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside, George. Nobody near Barnes. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Barnes is a very good shooter when you hit him in his spot.
Wallace against Ellis. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet move. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Shoots over Holmgren, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Chamberlain got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Midway through the season now, RJ, how important is a team's rhythm at this point of the season?
You need to have your set schedule and routine. Things that keep you grounded and let you go about your business on the court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with the Warriors head coach. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Number 9, Alex Caruso.
Ellis outside. The 3 from Barnes, and he's good on the 3-ball. Barnes has got 5 now.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Ball's checked in for the Warriors. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 6. Williams, a screen on George, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Ball against Caruso. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. George passes to Barnes. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. And George drops them both. Here's Williams. Scoreless thus far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Drains the three-pointer.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
Ball surveying the defense. Here's Chamberlain. Good work there as it goes. Chamberlain got 10.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Ellis. Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Warriors leading by 5. Outside, Ball. Pass to George. Back to Ball. Ellis outside. Chamberlain with it. Defended by Holmgren. Chamberlain, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Holmgren with it. Beyond the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Outside, Ball. Pass to George. Over Wiggins. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Caruso against Ball. Chamberlain with the block. The drive by Barnes. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso.
And here's a look at some stats for Lonzo Ball. How last month turned out for him, averaging 5 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution for your Warriors. Number 14, Jonathan.
Chamberlain down low. He's against Hartenstein.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
The deep three from George. Kicks it out to Ellis. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open look here for Caruso. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 4. Ellis the pass to ball. Outside, George. Over Wiggins. And George gets it to go. George has got 9.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
Hartenstein with a screen on Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And now we get a chance to check out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in steals and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And as you said, number 1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Topic comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Arabia's checked in, and it's Klay Thompson in for Paul George. Ball against Caruso. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson outside, looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 14.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Poked away. Stolen by Ball. Chamberlain against Hartenstein. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Chamberlain down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. His shot by Chamberlain, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Here's Topic. Still yet to score. There's a good screen. Pass to Hartenstein. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
There is a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holmgren. Good on the 13-footer. Holmgren's got 8 points.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Pass to Chamberlain. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. And the Warriors lead by 11. And it's San Francisco holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they're bullying them in the post, using their size and strength as an advantage, exploiting the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Caldwell Pope out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Thompson. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Alex Caruso out there with Topic. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And here is Holmgren after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Holmgren in the post. He had 22 points in the win against Detroit. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is kept back down to 11. Some big points there from Hartenstein. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Chamberlain with a screen on Caruso. Ball finds Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Thunder trailing by 11. Shot from 12. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Warriors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Thunder. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And when I look at Oklahoma City,
Lately, they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year, but they'd better do it quick.
The shot by Thompson, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the inside, here's Wallace. Chamberlain with the block. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. Here's Hartenstein. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Now Ball. Still without a basket. The 10-footer. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hartenstein. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hartenstein's got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. San Francisco has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now here's Wallace. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Shoots over ball.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Chamberlain with a screen on Hartenstein. Caruso with the steal. Pass to Holmgren. Wallace outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Thompson from long range, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Nimble as ever. I think Caruso enjoys throwing guys off like this.
Warriors leading by 9. Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. A nice shot by George. George has got 11. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's Kolek after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Pass to George, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
The first one falls, and Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And George drops them both. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 11-point game. Nobody near Williams. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Williams against George. It's not going to go for him. Thunder trailing by 11. Pass to Caruso. No good with the triple. Here's LaRavia. San Francisco passing it around. Taken away by Williams. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. San Francisco leading by 9. Here's Kolek. Nothing on the board. shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Pass to LaRavia. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter. They're hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And that one's good. Kolek.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
George up top. Defended by Caruso. And there's the foul. On Alex Caruso. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And it's off from 3-point range.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. With the shot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Kolek. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Wallace outside. Now Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it goes down 2 points.
He's at his best when he's assertive like that. Don't take any chances, just take it to the rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From 10 feet out, Chamberlain with the block. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. Chamberlain against Hartenstein. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense. And these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. George comes in for Alex Caruso. Thunder trailing by 13. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to get something going. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Chamberlain. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Now Williams, covered by Barnes. That one falls. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here's Chamberlain. George looking over the floor. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 24 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. He gets hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ellis can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 11. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. 1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Dort. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Ellis outside. Chamberlain with it. Here's Kolek. San Francisco passing it around. Ellis, the pass to Chamberlain. Nobody near George. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren finds Wallace. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. From deep. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Wallace.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Chamberlain and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's San Francisco holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Harrison, an efficient first half of basketball. What's enabled the team to be so effective?
Just move the ball around. This team, they play extremely hard, so we're not going to be able to get up and down as we usually do, so it's good for us to practice our half-court game.
Yeah, that's been working too. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back. After halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block. You guys want to make any trades around here? I'd trade Kenny for some more comfortable chairs.
Wow, Ernie. Well, if you want to start there, I'd trade Shaq for some peace and quiet.
Not if I trade myself to Miami Beach first.
So it would just be me in here with a better chair, alone. I'll sign off on that. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Warriors.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so here is Oklahoma City. 8-point game. Chamberlain is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's George in at the small forward. Chamberlain against Holmgren. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And for Oklahoma City, the post pair for him will be Williams and Holmgren. Jason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And he knocks down the first one.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Alvarado. He has yet to score. Pass to George. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. Here's Alvarado. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 5th assist in this one.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Count it, and the San Francisco lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Wallace.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Ellis. Now Chamberlain shoots over Holmgren, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Williams against Barnes. The 15-footer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chamberlain got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
And they continue to control the glass. Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line, your Warriors, Harrison Barnes, shooting 1.
The free throw off from Barnes. Thunder trailing by 10. In the corner, Wallace with it. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Barnes against Williams. 6 to shoot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another 3.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Over in the corner, Dort. There's Williams with the 3. Chamberlain with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George against Wallace. Lets it go from the wing. And it's George missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Thunder trailing by 11. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Chamberlain. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Chamberlain got 30 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Alvarado. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Alvarado passes to George. Here's Chamberlain, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Francisco.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to George, over Wallace. And here's Chamberlain. Defended by Holmgren. Here's Alvarado. Buries it from three-point range. Alvarado's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Holmgren with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Different look here for the Warriors. Laravia's checked in. Thompson comes in for George. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jose Alvarado. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside, Ball. Thompson looking for an opening. Back to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Dort. Wallace kicks to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The Thunder with another miss.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Outside, Ball. Thompson, high post. Pass to Chamberlain. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Chamberlain got 34.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
San Francisco making a switch here. Adams checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Caruso's checked in. And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 14. Ball with it. Still scoreless. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
I'd like to call a little attention to Ball's determination, both on and off the court. You throw a challenge at him, and he will do everything in his power to overcome it.
Now, here's Caruso. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Holmgren in the post. Adams on him. Holmgren can't hit.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Down low. Here's Dort. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Hield.
Putting his muscles to good use. Dort basically forces his way through the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Lucas Dort at the line for one.
Free throw good. Dort.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Now, here's Ball. On the wing, Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Dort grabs the miss. Under trailing by 14. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got 18 points in the game. And here is Ball. On the wing, Hield. Back to Ball. Pass to Thompson. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. Puts it up. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Hield. Here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Caruso with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And very close to making the shot, but instead he'll go to the line for 2 on the shooting foul.
And Caruso is a tough player. He's someone that's never going to back away from contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Kolek. Pass to Laravia. Clock at 6. Over Williams. Leans. And the shot is long. Thunder trailing by 10. Now here's Caruso. Holmgren the pass to Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for San Francisco, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Shooting one.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Outside Williams. Pass to Dort. The tray. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Take a look at Williams. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend. Here's Kolek. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kolek. They set the pick. Here's Laravia. Oh, good with the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 24. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Topic is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Kolek. It's a 7-point spread. Adams with the screen on Caruso. Kolek, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Topic. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmgren's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Pass to Laravia. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Laravia's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Topic. Hasn't made one yet. Now here's Caruso. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. For 3, Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Hartenstein with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Now into the line for the Thunder, number 22, Casey Wallace.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And it's San Francisco ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Kolek. We've got Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope out there with Paul George. And it's Kolek in at the point. Down low. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Williams passes to Hartenstein. They get a hand on it. With the floater, and that one drops. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Kolek. George up top, covered by Wiggins, and it's George missing. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins kicks to Caruso. Wiggins passes to Hartenstein. Out to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 4 on the clock. A 3 ball. No good that time. Wiggins against Caldwell Pope. Good on the bucket. Chamberlain got 38 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Williams looking around. Pass to Hartenstein. Chamberlain with the block. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Caruso. They get the rebound. Chamberlain with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Left side, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Warriors leading by 11. Pass to George. Here's Chamberlain. He's guarded by Williams. Again, what an avalanche!
Yet again, he's reached. .40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Pass to Wallace. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Kolek. Right side, George. The baseline J. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in a zone.
Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. From past the arc. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain, San Francisco leading by 13. To the inside, George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Caruso. Paul George grabs the miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Caldwell Pope for 3. And rebounds again. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Wallace. To the left wing. Wallace the screen. Here's Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Chamberlain with a screen on Wiggins, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
Here's Williams. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
The fadeaway. Chamberlain, no luck.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And stolen by Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope kicks to Chamberlain. It's the layup. Chamberlain got 46 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Williams. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Here's Kolek, defended by Caruso. George passes to Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope outside. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Now here's Caruso. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Moravia passes to Chamberlain. Over Hartenstein. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Oklahoma City has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Wiggins outside. They need this. And that one's good. Caruso.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. Good. That's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
George double team. Pass to LaRavia. Chamberlain down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 18. Now Caruso. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Takes it inside. Wallace outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over George. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wallace. Off target with his 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Kolek. Chamberlain with a screen on Caruso. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now here's Williams. Wallace left side. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Wallace.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Timeout, Warriors. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Wiggins, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Alex Caruso. Outside, Ball. Pass to Chamberlain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Holmgren.
Team foul. Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Here's Ball. Thompson outside. Barnes screen on Dort. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's Chamberlain. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Can he keep it going? The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Thunder trailing by 19. 1:31 left in the game. Pass to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Holmgren's got 10 points in just the second half.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
Play Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Zhang comes in for Jalen Williams. Wiggins is checked in for Dort. And Topic is subbed in for Cason Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball with it. Thompson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Thompson. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Topic, no good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports as we present our player of the game.